Hey, Michael Bone here. Alright, so I've been having some ignition problems here lately. I think they've been ongoing, but... Alright, so these aircraft engines have two magnetos. One controls the bottom set of plugs, one controls the top set of plugs. On an aircraft, it's one controls 3 and 3, and the other mag controls 3 and 3. But we set them up. The non-impulse mag controls the bottom plugs, and the impulse mag controls the top plugs. That way the top plugs are less likely to become fouled by oil. Alright, so that's the way we set them up. Now I've been having some trouble from cross-firing. It'll backfire, pop, 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 at high power settings, and it only does it occasionally. So I'd look into it. Anyways, eventually I looked into it. I pulled the mag cap for the harness off, and there was a little bit of white soot in there, and that tells me that the spark is not going down the mag lead or down the plug lead, and it's arcing right there at the in the distributor. So I pull that off. I see the soot. So I pull the distributor off, look at the distributor. Now these 1200 series magnetos, the distributor has a bad habit of cracking out where the plug lead goes in. Alright, so I was looking for cracks. There was no cracks that I could see, so I think I'm good there. But it's wanting to escape somewhere. The spark is wanting to escape somewhere. So I think high resistance in the plug lead. So I built a new plug lead harness, put on new little eyelets, crimped them down real nice. Eyelets is the way it's supposed to be done. Some guys will take that wire, poke it through, and just solder a little a dab of solder on the tip. That's fine, but it's not the way it's supposed to be done. What I hear is that solder over time will develop resistance in it. For whatever reason, the solder will develop a resistance in it, so it won't allow the spark to go through as easily as it should. So the eyelets is the way it's supposed to be done. So I did it the way it's supposed to be done. Built new plug leads, new harness, new everything. And let's give it a try. Alright, from here on I'm going to be doing a little bit of voiceover. Despite me wearing that lav mic, the damn thing isn't being recognized by my GoPro, so you can't hear me. Alright, so we're going to do a mag drop, and I'm going to explain by the book mag drops. By the book, you're supposed to run your engine up to 1,800 RPMs, that's 1,800 RPMs, and turn one mag off. Now, your engine should drop no more than 150 RPMs. If it drops more than 150 RPMs, then something's wrong. Alright, so you run it up to 1,800 RPMs, turn one mag off, and it should drop no more than 150 RPMs. Turn the other mag off, turn your mag back on, let the engine stabilize, switch to the other mag, turn the other mag off, and it should drop no more than 150 RPMs. Alright, so say your engine drops 100 RPMs on the left mag and 100 RPMs on the right mag. Alright, so that's a zero split between the two. They both drop 100 RPMs. Now, if one drops, say, 75 RPMs and the other one drops 150 RPMs, that's a 75 RPM split. That's unacceptable. You should have no more than a 50 RPM split. So, one mag off, drops no more than 150 RPMs, and no more than a 50 RPM split between the mags. That's by the book, how it's supposed to go. And now I'm thinking of delicious cream pies. Fuel pump. Cable back down. Mag. Alright. Very good. So I think I got it. We'll just have to see. Built a new harness, like I said. It's on cylinder number 1. And what you're going to do, if you got a cylinder missing, so you turn one mag off. Like I said, it should drop 100 to 150, no more than 150 RPMs. But you'll hear it. If it doesn't sound right, then something's wrong. Just trust your ears. Your ears know. So if you drop it and you hear it missing on a cylinder, you know you got a plug, a cylinder missing. So then I always start at the plugs and work my way back. So you pull the plug, look for the plug to be fouled, check the lead, look for the lead to be broken, arcing out of the lead somehow, and then you go to the distributor and then back to the coil, and then you just work your way back until you find where something is wrong. Fix it, put it back together, give it a shot. Alright, so whenever I was dropping a cylinder, I would turn off the right mag, and that means that the engine is only running on the left mag, and I could hear something was missing. Alright, so then as I'm holding consistent power to it, I got my dad going around with his infrared laser gun. We're looking for a cylinder that is colder than the rest. That tells you what cylinder is not firing. Alright, so we did that, and it was cylinder number 1. Cylinder number 1 was constantly, whenever we would run it on the missing mag, cylinder number 1 dropped about 50 to 75 degrees. That tells me that that cylinder is not firing, and that's just residual heat coming out of that cylinder. Right? So, like I said, and then I grab the plug leads, follow them back to see, you know, make sure the right mag is firing and the left mag is firing the left, and then you pull plugs, go through the system. Like I said, you start at the back, work your way to the mag. It's usually just a fouled plug, high resistance plug. These automotive plugs in these things are very cheap, comparatively speaking. For an aircraft massive diode plug, you're looking at $25 a plug. So you want to test resistance through it. This, I'll just throw plugs at it. They're $2.50 a pop. 10 cents a ton, you can't go wrong at it. But yeah, I think I got it figured out. I hope I do anyways. I'll have to wait and listen. If I hear it backfire and popping, when I hear it popping, it's sending the spark to a cylinder, to a different cylinder. It's not firing on the right cylinder. It's trying to it'll send the spark to the next cylinder or the back cylinder in the firing cycle, because the distributor goes around and around and around, so it's going to one or the other. And it's firing the plug when the exhaust valve is open. That's how you hear a pop, pop, pop. So that's why you hear a little bit of a backfire, because your cylinder is firing off when your exhaust valve is open. So that's that. So yeah, sorry I missed Swamp Stock. I hope you guys had a good time. Maybe next year. And yeah, that's it. I am Michael Bowen. We'll catch you next time.